Hi everybody, it's Danny from the blog and YouTube channel Contentment with Simplicity. And today, because we're all about family and taking care of families around here and doing it in a simple way, although some might argue this isn't the most simple, but I find it to be in alignment with my values. Today we are going to be talking about cloth diapering. So, my husband and I have 4 kids. We have cloth diapered all of them. If you're not familiar with modern cloth diapering, it's not all that difficult. And I just want to talk about it. So it's a bit niche for some of you. If this isn't of interest to you, that's fine. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. But if you're about to have a baby, or you have a baby and you're interested in cloth diapering, or if you are currently cloth diapering and you're trying to refine your system for cloth diapering, maybe this video will be helpful for you. So we're gonna just dive right in because I don't have a lot of time before I need to go pick up my girls who are over playing with the neighbor. So for reference, my husband and I, we have 4 kids. Their ages are 7, almost 5, 2.5, and 10 months. So we've been doing this cloth diapering thing almost constantly for the last 7 years. And we don't mind it. We actually like it. So I think that's one of the things that maybe should be just said more in the cloth diapering. If you're considering cloth diapering, you don't have to hate your life when you're cloth diapering. It works for us. I'm going to give you the reasons why we like it, why it works for us, and then I'm going to get into what cloth diapers we use, what brands, how it works, how we clean them, and then what our system is in terms of we do use disposables sometimes. So I will share with you what those reasons are so that you cannot feel like I'm the most amazing, environmentally friendly cloth diapering person. Maybe you don't feel that way at all, but yeah, I am a real person. Sometimes disposable is easier. And if that's where you're at, go for it. I'm not personally offended if you choose to disposable diaper. Try saying that. That's a tongue twister. Disposable diaper your kids. That's totally fine. You're the parent. You choose. But the reasons why we love cloth diapering, and I will say we love it. Like it's not without its downsides, but we do love it. Number 1, cost effectiveness. I think all in, and we have redone our diapering system a few times over these 7 years because diapers wear out and we kind of hone in on what diaper brands we like. But all in, I think we have spent somewhere between $500 and $600 USD on our complete cloth diapering system. So that is to diaper probably a solid 90% of diapering for children. I don't know what the current estimations are for what the costs are, but I'm pretty sure when I was looking at it when my oldest was, before she was born, the estimations were something like $2,000 to $3,000 to cloth or to diaper a child throughout their diapering years. Obviously depends on when your kids, when you potty train and all of that. Maybe it would be more than that, maybe it'd be less than that. But either way you slice it, with 4 kids, cloth diapering has been a really good budget option for us. Initially, that was the main reason we did it, because we were on a tight budget and we were trying to make every penny stretch. So we cloth diapered for that reason, but we figured out systems that worked for us, and so we just kept doing it because of the other reasons we like cloth diapering. So it is cost effective, but we also like it because we feel like it is environmentally more in alignment with our values. So we have chosen to have a large family. We have 4 children. Lord willing, maybe we'll have more than that someday, who knows? But because of that, I want to not put undue burden on our local landfill. So we have chosen to just cloth diaper as part of the values, to continue cloth diapering as part of our values and living that out. Another reason we really like cloth diapering is because we have a small space. Our family lives in a cottage that's about 650 square feet with an auxiliary building that's another 100 square feet. And we don't have a lot of room to store like bulk boxes of disposable diapers. And I do think if you're going to buy disposable diapers and get the most cost effectiveness for that, you have to buy large quantities of them, and you gotta get them when they're on sale or use the coupons or whatever. I really haven't done that much of that, so I'm not really an expert in that, but my impression has been you've got to buy larger amounts. So I like the fact we have 18 cloth diapers, and that's all I have to store. I store them between kids, and then pull them out for the new baby, because usually we potty train during pregnancy when we're pregnant with the next baby is how it's typically worked out for us. So because of all that, it just works with our lifestyle. So might not with yours, but that's our lifestyle. And if you're similar, maybe it would work with yours too. Who knows? So cloth diapering, that's why we do it. That's why we the benefits that we see, that we love doing it. Now I'm going to jump into like how this actually works. So cloth diapering requires an absorbency section to absorb the pee and a waterproofing layer to keep that liquid from seeping out into clothes, ideally. I use 2 different brands of these. You can buy them as all comprehensive. There's multiple different styles of cloth diapering. Mine is more like a pocket style, I believe. But I have used the Thirsties brand Duo Wrap waterproofing from my first baby all the way on. It's my sister said, this is my favorite brand. You should try this, because she'd had kids ahead of me. I bought some used when I was expecting my oldest, and they worked great, and I've just stuck with them. I have not tried a bunch of other ones. I just like them. I'm loyal to them. That's what I've been using ever since. So this is a size 2. I have 2 sizes. I have size 1, which is for like size newborn up until about, I think, 15 or 18 pounds. And then size 2, I have a little helper today. Yeah, sweetie? I don't know, but you can look in your bedroom if you want. Excuse us.
It's not in there.
Okay, bud. Well, then I'll help you find it as soon as I'm done recording. Okay? But you can play with your other trucks for right now. This is size 2, which is supposed to be from about 18 pounds to 40 pounds. They say from 9 months to 36 months. I feel like I've kind of moved my babies into this a little bit earlier than 18 pounds or earlier than 9 months. So usually by about 6 months, we're moving into this. So we use the smaller size until 6 months, and then we use the larger size. Thirsties brand Duo Wrap. I like that they're adjustable. These snaps make them smaller, larger. You can adjust them, tighten them up around the waist, etc. And I really like the double gusset around the legs, which keeps mess a bit more contained. The inner part is here in New Zealand. It's called Tots. That's the name of the brand. I believe it's a UK branding also. I believe in the US they're called Bamboozle brand. So I got mine used on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling a lot of 18 of them, a lot that had 18. And they have this little pocket thing. You can put it inside. I usually don't. We just fold it over the other way. The outside, as you might be able to see, is kind of like a mesh fabric, and then the inside is more of an absorbency terry cloth. The extras that I use with it are this absorbency booster. This came with my diapers. I believe probably the gal who bought them, maybe I don't know if they come with the diaper as a unit or if you have to buy them separate, but she sent me those as well. And then this is a microfleece liner that is great for particularly once your babies start solids. It just helps them, helps you contain the solids to flick into the toilet a bit easier. So that is the inner part. I put this on the baby's bum. It has snaps on the outside that can make it adjustable. This is all Velcro across the top, so you can tighten or loosen it. And then I put that on the baby, adjusted to their size. And then I put the wrap on the outside around it, and they're good. To change the diaper, I keep these baby face cloths just in this bin next to our bathroom sink. Usually, if I know that the baby is poopy, I usually grab 2 of them, wet them, get them wet, squeeze them out, and then come to the living room rug where I also have a change mat underneath of the couch, but I pull that out and then change the baby here on the floor. Because I have this tray that fits under the couch, all of our diaper stuff that we need is right there, and it's all set up. I don't fold anything. I just lay them in the tray ready to go. So that's how we do that. When you take the wet stuff off, if they're just wet and there's just pee, I will oftentimes, especially if they're not soaked, I will oftentimes just use the same cover for the next diaper. So I don't do anything with this. I just put another diaper on the inside of it, put it all back on the baby. They're good to go. If they're soaked through and wet, then I will throw that into our diaper pail, which is in our bathroom. It's just a bucket with a lid on it. I'll throw all that in to get washed. So the cloth diaper part, when it is soiled, when it's used, if it's just wet, goes straight into the diaper pail. It just stays there until we're ready to wash it. If the baby's breastfed exclusively, which I usually do up until about 6 months with my babies, then their poop is water soluble. So you don't even have to do anything with it. You just wash it in the washing machine, and I'll share what my washing system is in just a minute. So I put all this into the diaper pail. It just goes. Once they've started eating solid foods and those poops start coming through their little body, you don't want solid material going into your washing machine. So that's where the liners come in handy. Now, our toilet, the idea is you want to get all of the solids into the toilet to be able to flush down the toilet. So our toilet we have purchased a toilet, like a diaper sprayer that attaches to the water supply to the toilet. You could also get like a portable bidet sort of sprayer. Or if that's not in your budget and you don't have that to do, get a water bottle that has like the pop top, or you can, remember like middle school where you'd use your teeth and pull it, fill it up with water, and then you can use it to kind of pressurize and get a little bit of spray to kind of spray things off. That's like the cheap way to do it, which I did for my first baby before I decided to invest in a diaper sprayer. So yeah, then you just kind of spray the solids off into the toilet. And then once the solids are all off, sometimes it's more than the liner. Sometimes you got to go through all the different layers, but you just keep filling up your water bottle or keep spraying. Then it all goes into the diaper pail. And with 18 diapers, we end up washing our diapers about every 2.5 to 3 days. So when our supply here starts to get low is usually coincides with our diaper pail getting full, and that's when we wash. Ideally before we completely run out of clean diapers. So to wash our diapers is not super complicated. Just a second, buddy, are you okay? I'll be right with you, Laz. I'm almost done, okay? I do 3 cycles in the washing machine. Everything, I chuck it from the diaper pail into the washing machine and do a cold rinse cycle first. Once that is done, I do a hot, heavy duty cycle with detergent. And I use like eco-friendly, sensitive skin type detergent because I don't want a bunch of extra toxins getting loaded into the diapers. I guess that's another reason why I like doing cloth diapers is I feel like it's low toxicity. So then I do a hot wash. I usually set it to 60 degrees Celsius, which I didn't look this up. Sorry for you Fahrenheiters. I'm assuming that's probably about 130. Is that somewhere in there? You can let me know in the comments below if I guessed right on that. So 130, 140, somewhere in there. So I wash it on hot, like a hot wash, heavy duty with detergent. And then after it's done that, I do one final cold rinse cycle. Hey, Laszlo, you just need to whisper, okay? Shh. I do one final cold rinse cycle with vinegar. I usually put like half a cup of vinegar in. I don't do vinegar every single time. I just try to remember to do that every few times so that just kind of adds to the sanitizingness of it. Then you can either throw them in the dryer. I try not to dry my covers because you don't want those getting dried and hot because it'll break down their water proofing ability. You can either throw them into the dryer if it's rainy, or if it's a nice day, I will oftentimes just hang them and let them hang dry. And that's how we do the cleaning. So it's not super complicated, especially if you're at home. If you're out and about, if you work out of the home, if your child's at daycare, this is way more complicated. But if you're a stay-at-home mom with kids and you're looking for a way to save money, it's not gonna like probably make or break your budget, but it is a way to help. And that's what we found. It's just a way to help. Now, to clarify, my husband and I were both on board with this. Like I presented this idea. My sister had babies before us. She was cloth diapering. So I knew about it. My mom had cloth diapered my younger brother and sister. I'm one of 5 kids. My youngest are 9 years younger than me. My siblings, they're 9 years younger than me. They're twins. So I helped cloth diaper them when I was young. I remember changing their diapers. It wasn't intimidating to me. I don't know a ton of other people who do cloth diaper, but it was just like in our family. My younger sister, who's now had kids, her kids are the same age as mine. She also chose to at least partially cloth diaper. So it's just something that my family has done that doesn't seem intimidating to me. My husband was open to the idea, particularly because of the cost saving factors. And we were both trying to just figure out ways that we could be budget conscious. So he changes diapers as well. He's got the system down. It's not complicated for him. Yeah, there's moments of gross. You've got to kind of deal with, poop. Sometimes you get it on your hand, but guess what? Sometimes that happens when you change with disposable diapers too. So, let's see. Oh, I said we do a bit of a hybrid system now. So with our first, we exclusively cloth diapered, night, day, road trips, out and about, all the time. I was packing cloth diapers with me to go visit our families in America, to cloth diaper while we were in America. It was a bit intense, extreme maybe, I don't know. Now I do disposables at nighttime because I do feel like it's better for the baby's skin to not have wet ammonia, potentially soaked fabric against their body all night. So I disposable diaper at night. And then if we're gonna be traveling, if we have a long road trip, when we fly back to America to visit family, I used to haul the cloth stuff with me. I don't anymore. I have borrowed in America at times, asked my sisters if I could borrow. But now I usually just disposable the whole time we're in America. Sorry, we've got a 2-year-old who's getting frustrated with how his cars are not lining up over here. So yeah, we do this hybrid system, but probably a good 85-90% of the time we're home. I just use the cloth diapers. So, let's see. One other thing I wanted to touch on is, I think I mentioned we do potty train relatively early. I usually start potty training before my kids are 2 years old. So about 20 to 22 months is when I usually try to start. Usually they're potty trained by the time they're about 26 months. It's not an overnight thing for us. It's a gradual process. And sometimes they still need disposable diapers overnight for a little while longer than that, or pull-ups or something. But I feel like we're not diapering until our kids are 3.5 or 4. I don't know if that's due to cloth diapering. I don't know if that's due to our systems, if that's due to genetics. I think that has something to do with it. And our kids, just genetically, they kind of get poop and pee in a predictable schedule. I don't know. But if cloth diapering has an aspect in that, that's great. And also, I haven't had to cloth diaper until my kids were 4 years old. So I can't speak if that's your experience. Then my experience has been a bit different. But yeah, and is there anything else that I want to share before I need to sign off and go attend to this sweet little patient boy? Let's see. Pros and cons are obviously you have more admin to do. Yeah, buddy. Your car bag? Is it even by your bed? You can go check. Go check and see if it's by your bed. You sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty, but that's gonna kind of be the case. Welcome to parenthood. It is inconvenient to cloth diaper if you're gonna be gone from the house for a long time, because then you gotta put this stuff that you invested money into. Oh, okay. Come sit on my lap and I'll come help you find it in just a second. So yeah, you don't necessarily want to throw something away if you have invested money in it. So disposables are obviously made to be thrown away versus your cloth diapers. If you're changing them out in the back of your car someplace, you're going to need to stash it someplace to take it home to deal with it. But in general, it has not been a super difficult thing for us. I do think you have to get your administrative systems in place, but it has worked for us. So that was not as quick as I had hoped, but hopefully it was informative for you. If you have questions or comments or want to share your experience with cloth diapering, I would love to hear. Maybe somebody else who has stumbled across this video, it would be helpful for them as well. Feel free to put it in the comments. yeah, as usual, you know, with all YouTubers, if you like this content, subscribe, share it with your friends, whatever. But I hope you have a great day. I hope that has been helpful for you, and I'm gonna sign off so that we can go find the car bag and deal with the cars that are not doing their thing with this patient guy. So thank you very much. You wanna say bye?